the Hebrew Israelite. It's just that they're hard workers. Like that's the distinction, that they're hard workers. Which is why it's
That's the only distinction that they gave you when you were in a camp?
That was only one that would directly tie those people, what their actions they're doing today, to the prophecy.
Wait a minute. Bullet. All right, you see that stone that's to the left?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
That's called the Lost Lunar Stone. Do you know?
You might cut off.
I say that's the Lost Lunar Stone. Do you know where that's at?
Oh, I thought you meant the one that said Arsareth.
No, down at the bottom where it says number 1.
All right, that white stone right there. I don't know. I never seen that stone before.
Yeah, so it's called the Lost Lunar Stone, and it was in New Mexico. It was found in 1933.
Okay.
It has the Hebrew writing on it. In the native writing, it's also paleo because the native writing is the paleo alphabet. Do you understand?
I understand that, but you're saying that was found in the 19th century or the 20th century, right? 1933.
Yeah, 1933, right there in the 30s. Yes, sir.
All right, so that means that's pretty late. You know, that's pretty late. That's hundreds of years after they was here.
The archaeology, but the stone dates back to thousands of years, though. That's what I'm saying. It may be found in a certain time frame, but it dates back to certain. It's been authenticated as real.
Well, yeah, it's real. Rocks go back in time, but I'm still, even with that, that's not making them specifically Issachar.
Yes, that is. So who else would come and then not of Israel? Nobody can language. They couldn't even decipher it before the Israelites started. They was deciphering it as Yahweh and Yahshua and all different names. They had nothing to do with the language.
Still, so I mean, but how is that?
How would the language get on not from Issachar? Explain.
Well, they spoke many dialects in different tribes back then, in the Native Americans. As far as this paleo writing on you're saying on the where you say it's somewhere out there, I have to look at that myself. I have to look at that myself just to research it. And besides, I mean, I believe that paleo that we have is like a Phoenician dialect. It's not even the original Hebrew.
Okay.
Which I heard
Bring up the Hebrew language.
And before we do that, do you know what the word paleo means?
No.
So you can do your research on this too. But I was gonna say the word paleo in general, that right there means ancient.
Okay, but you should be able to find something that says if there was a Phoenician dialect,
the one with Phoenician, Yiddish, and the Greek.
Okay.
Salakia. Shalom,
right. Shalom.
When you finish with that, you got any pictures of the Mexicans wearing their fringes?
There is.
Because you know Mexicans wear fringes. They wear fringes. It's a lot of evidence that shows that Mexicans are Israelites.
But they don't do it all the time. They're not wearing fringes all the time, like It's different
Hold on,
associations.
hold on,
Mason.
hold on 1 second.
Yeah, but
fellas.
neither do we. Neither do we.
It's the picture with all. It's the white. It got the white, the Hebrew language on it. There we go. Now you said that the Phoenician. Hey,
Yeah, that is it's like a Phoenician dialect that looks dramatically similar to it.
because the Phoenician and the Paleo coincides with each other.
Well, letter by letter. I mean, they got their letter by letter. You got the Yod, the Hey, the Wah,
It is similar.
the Hey, right there. So all three of them is
You have-
the Yod, the Hey, the Wah, and the Hey.
It is similar, but there is differences between the Paleo, as you can see.
Well, you know, the Hebrew language is assessed on numbers and picture graphs. So, I mean, are there any picture graphs that don't coincide with each other? Because that would throw everything off.
That's the first one at the top. Nobody can read hyperglyphs. You got hyperglyphs already saying you can't break the hyphen letters.
The picture graphs, right? But those other ones are just forms of the picture graph. I mean, I hear what you're saying, but it's still the same thing.
Do you understand what I'm saying? No Canaanite, there's no letter system behind it. Do you understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, do you know about the walls?
Your mic went out again.
The pyramids. Do you know about the pyramids?
I mean, I don't know a lot about them. I know somewhat about them. I ain't really study them or nothing like that, though.
Okay, well, probably the little that you've seen. Did you see what was on the pyramid walls? Like the hyperglyphs, a whole bunch of hyperglyphs, right?
Yeah, in certain, I know that. That's common knowledge. In certain chambers, they had hieroglyphs on it. In certain chambers in the
Right,
pyramids.
It's telling a story. Do you understand?
Okay.
Now, when you get to the Phoenician, that is the first writing system.
Okay. So that's what I'm saying. So you're saying that's the evidence. You're saying the writing on the wall, right? So
That's the
I'm just
first
saying.
part. I want to bring that so you can have knowledge of the. It's called the Los Lunas Stone, which is in Mexico. And the only way that we can have our language on that stone if they are Hebrews, because nobody else was able to speak our language. They can't decipher. They're deciphering it as Yahshua and Yah, but they're not deciphering it correct. It's like they did with the Moabite stone. You heard the Moabite stone.
That's just okay, but I mean, it's just a stone. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It just is. Go ahead.
I know it's a stone, and the writing on the stone, how they decipher on the stone, the way they deciphered it. Well, then when they had to go back, like, okay, we deciphered it wrong. It's not in the Yiddish or the. This is Paleo Hebrew. But you go ahead and break it down for on that.
Oh, as he said, the Moabite stone, it has the same name on it. And that's what I'm saying. We don't have any other archaeology, any other biblical transcripts, anything to prove his name is anything else but Yahweh, and his son's name's Yahushai. These are the archaeologies, these are the archaeological proofs. Just like how they found those chariot wheels out there, you know, those are archaeological proofs that the Bible exists, that those things happened.
Salakia, may I add something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and not only that, they still was keeping the traditions that our ancestors kept. You know what I mean? They was doing, and all of that. You know what I mean? They wore their fringes, so they still have the culture. If you look at pictures of Mexicans with their fringes on, you could tell that they are the Israelites. They're the Northern Kingdom.
General, I'm gonna allow you to address this comment if you want to. I'm not.
Give me 1 second. I'm sending something.
All right. Call hello Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai. You already know. But I'm gonna allow him to address your second comment if you would like.
But the name written on the stone. So again, I'm saying, so it's still, to me, is illogical for them to be Israelites, even off of that. I'm just saying that because that would mean, like you guys said, I think I said it before, that means they went from the Western